back to after hours auto works, and on our XJ camper build and all. We're gonna get you caught up on it and all. But I had a setback. My pulling rig here, my Cherokee, the engine actually went out on it, and all it was bad lifting. Wound up flattening out the lifter and all, and my cam went bad. So I went ahead and found this engine here. It was just one out of a scrap yard and all, and I got it, put it off in here. It's one I had, and trying it out. It's doing okay, but I got my original engine at the machine shop now, and a friend of mine's helping me out with that. So, but it's running right now. We're pulling again, and everything's fine with it. So this will get us by for a while. So, you know, things happen. So that's kind of delayed me a little bit, but we'll get to the camper. That's what you want to see. So come look at the camper and the progress we're making so far. All right. Here we are with a XJ camper, and I went ahead and mounted a pull handle on my tailgate so I could close the tailgate right there. That pull handle. If you'll remember on earlier videos, I designed a lock and handle mechanism there. So check the earlier videos for that. I got a new camper lights here, so that way when the tailgate's up, or if I'm inside and all, we have a camper lights right there. On the inside here, I'm using this old inexpensive old carpet mat stuff. It's not no nice carpet or nothing like that, but I expect to use it, you know, so not too bad worried about it, you know, as far as durability. If I don't like it, I'll redo it. Wound up with having to go with a two-piece headliner, my original rear here, and then my front right there is had a piece of masonite style board, 4x8 sheet, and I bowed the edges of it to make it work. It's not too hard to work with. On the lights here, you see the inside there, you got the lights as well. And this headliner here, basically what it was a sheet, 4x8 sheet of masonite, a wallboard type stuff, and I soaked it in water on the edge for about an hour, and then had a couple boards mounted to my table and stood it up in it and folded it over, and it took that arch. And then the next day I flipped it around and done this arch. So it was a little tricky and a little trial and error, but I got it working, and it's pretty good there. This is just an old piece of old tweed style material. Kind of liked it. A friend of mine at a trim shop, he had that, and so it was just leftovers out of the project. So that matches. And I got my 110 power, my shore power over there. So that way, whenever I have my TV here or anything I need to plug up here, I got a little shelf that's gonna go right here, just a pop in, pop out type shelf there. Go across there so I can put a heater up there or anything I want to there. Of course, remember on previous videos I showed you my 12 volts will be going in those holes. So that'd be 12 volt. And all right, so let me show you the rear of the kitchenette, what we got going on with it. The kitchenette, I haven't done too much with it or anything, but did clean up my old carpet, got it looking a little better and all. I got to get my trim pieces up in there, and then figure out how I'm going to do all my kitchenette. I'm going to paint this right here. I like the roughness of it, but I'm going to kind of stain it and paint it so it'll look a little better. One thing that was brought up in a previous video, and I had a guy contact me and all, and he was asking about how much does that tongue weigh. All right, now we got BSW, and that's bathroom scale weights. Okay, so that's what we've used, bathroom scale to weigh this thing with. And I've got a local yard down here that has a scale on it, and I'll eventually get down there to it. But we're gonna see how close we are today with it. From bathroom scale, the tongue weight 307 pounds. So just about any hitch you have, it's gonna say, 500 pounds, or so is the weakest one you can find. The left side is 626, the right side 618, which those could vary a little bit, with old bathroom scale and all. So I kind of totaled it all up, and I'm looking at about 1,500 pounds, 1,551, and that's pretty much with everything, the rack, all that. So we're looking at about 1,500 pounds. So whenever I get a chance to get down here to the local yard, weighing yard down here and check it, I'll give you an update on that as well. So that's where we are today. Remember, 307 is the tongue weight. That's why this thing's pulling so easy, heading down the highway. All right, so got one other thing I need to show you. I'll walk around here, take a look at it. Yeah, here you go. Nice little low rows on it. So on these projects, it's gonna happen. No answers, but it's gonna be days when things like that happen. I had a piece of plywood standing up in my shop right there, just a little too close. Wind blew, it came down, and when it came down, it grazed it right there, messed up my paint. But the main thing is, don't let that hold you back. Just keep going with what you're doing and don't give up. Don't let days like that right there just ruin your day. It's just one of those things that happens and all. And so we're going to deal with it. I hadn't figured out exactly what to do yet. We'll get it figured out before long. But I'm working on the interior now and got my engine at the machine shop, so we're taking care of it. So thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe to our channel at After Hours Auto Work, and we'll see you next time.